I wasn't afraid, because I knew that this was something that I really wanted, and I'd rather be dead than not have went through my transition.
Every transgender person's journey is unique. They face many challenges along the way. It may take them a lifetime to fully transition.
6, 7 years old, little boy, praying and crying to God, like, take this away from me. I don't want to be this way.
At one point, I thought that I had to settle for being a certain way, but my soul felt different. I started my transition my senior year of high school.
I started when I was 19. I had just turned 19.
I knew I wanted to get surgery to, you know, perfect my look or, you know, get to a certain point. I had an image in my head and I went for it and I'm achieving it.
I was just happy. I was just extremely happy. 3 days later, I was like outside in a club with like steel bandage. I'm like, ugh. I wanted to show the world that I was a girl.
When you first start your transition, you kind of feel alone. You know, you kind of feel attacked. And, you know, my teachers, they were just like, well, on the roster, it says this.
Obviously, when you first start your transition, you have a new name. You expect people to follow through with calling you that name, and sometimes what will happen is they'll slip up. Nothing wrong with that. But when they purposely try to, you know, call you by your birth-given name, you're in a very difficult position. So what I started doing, I would just ignore them until they got it right.
I'm so freaked out that one day I'm gonna go to the doctor and they're gonna be like, okay, Carmen, like something's really fucked up and like, I don't know what's gonna happen, because there's so much missing knowledge when it comes to trans people. Like, there isn't enough information out there to say you're gonna live, it's guaranteed you're gonna live a long, amazing life.
I walked into the girls' bathroom and the people were like, what are you doing in here? Like, what is going on? They kind of spoke to the principal, and the principal, he was like, you know, what you were assigned birth is not what, you know, you can't go into the girls' bathroom.
There have been times that I've actually gotten aggressive with some of my friends because they'll sit here and try to tell me like how to be, you know, I guess like a lady, or how to dress and how to, no. I'm Marisol. Marisol's gonna do what Marisol wants to do because I'm me at the end of the day.
A lot of guys don't know. They don't know. They'll buy me a drink and then like they'll kind of like claim me and I'm like theirs for the rest of the night. Sometimes I know that I want to be honest, but that's gotten me in trouble, like where I can tell the first guy that comes up to me, you know, I'm so happy they have come up to me to hit on me, and like I'll tell them like, well, hey, listen, I'm trans, are you okay with that? And that'll kind of screw up the rest of the night because guys want to use you to be like, oh, let me go send my boy to go hit on her to see if he likes her, and then, you know, if he falls for it, then I can make fun of him.
I hate going through that because it's like the most nerve-wracking experience every single time you go through that with a different or a new person. Like, you know, it's either they're no longer gonna want to speak to you, or if they continue speaking to you, it automatically becomes, let's do it. You know, like, let's have sex.
Oh,
so I've been through that where guys will be like, oh, you know, I'm down. When are we gonna chill? And, you know, we all know what chill means, you know. Hit it and quit it, pipe and dip, whatever you wanna call it, you know. Netflix and chill.
So I met up with this guy, whatever, and he threatened to stab me. So that kind of like scared me. I just got out the car. I'm like really like nonchalantly, like I was like, okay, this is not my scene. I don't want to die.
Before my transition, it was always this facade, like this fake kind of like thing going on. Now that I have gone through my transition, it's a little bit more fun, my life, and it's a little bit like more easy to express myself without judging myself. I can actually get close to people and I can understand, you know, relationships and friendships and love every moment of it.
People just need to know that we're human, you know? Like, we feel, we're just like you. Our lives are just different, but we're all the same.
Try to like be like doodly. I think my family's known since I got kicked out of kindergarten.
Just to say, I don't own a single pair of Jordans.
Really?
Taking off pants, big dick.
Like, she wants you to black it up.
This place kind of fueled the creation of our album.
We're just down the road from our studio.